I've always been interested in medical matters, largely I think because I was a very sickly kid. I had TB, I was ill for protracted periods, spent a lot of time reading, so I've always been interested in medicine, probably out of self-interest, and I regard myself pretty well as a trained spotter in medical terms. I know a bit about a lot of medicine. My Charitable Foundation funds clinical trials of all kinds. We've done near enough 100. So we know particular area of medicine we specialise in. We see where things look interesting, where they can't be funded easily elsewhere, where we can make a difference and spend the money effectively. The brain cancer project here was one which fell under those categories. Charitable activities are a slightly odd thing. I mean, sometimes they almost feel selfish because you feel good for giving things. But the way you choose projects is a mixture of objective measures. Are these people any good? Is it sensible? Can it be achieved on time? Is it expensive? All the basics. But of course there's an emotional component to it. It's very much easier to fund a trial for children, for example, because it feels so much better to do it. But I try to be as unemotional as I can and try and choose things that make sense and make sure the trials are run sensibly. Certainly the project I've backed at Leeds is an unusual methodology. It's not completely unique. Similar ways of using viral vectors have been around elsewhere, not with this particular combination. I think this work represents good value for money in a very difficult area. This is where people are dying, there is no really effective treatment available, and it's obviously very attractive to try and solve those kinds of problems. The odds are that this won't be a complete solution. Indeed, there's a fair chance it may fail completely. But you don't find out unless you try and you put the money and effort in to do it. And if they make it succeed, they will deserve a lot of praise.